Disclaimer, if you do love this game, there's nothing truly, every game has their flaws, and this game is no different than any other game out there. So with that being said, let's get into it. I want to first start off with the pros, then slightly move into the cons, because you know, that's how things work. That's how things work. But yeah, I'm gonna move from the pros into the cons and then give a little bit of detail about the game as much as I can from my experience. I've played about, I would say, a year, almost moving into 2, now taking a good hiatus from the whole entire game. I want to step back and give you a little bit of perspective, you know, at least from what I think about this game right here. Again, there were others with their opinions, but none with my opinion. First, the pros. Number 1, the graphics. This game is graphically stunning. You'll be hard pressed to find any MMO out there that's this pretty. I mean, the characters, to the powers, to the lighting of the game. Mostly this will be pertaining to PC. Other console games, specifically Xbox Series S, and on the older platforms may very well differ. You're playing on a rock if you're playing on the old generation consoles. So you're playing on the new generation consoles, the graphics, you're pretty good. I mean, it's not a PC, of course, but you know, it's not remastered. But you will definitely enjoy the experience. But so far, you know, PC and its graphics is way better. Leaps and bounds. How the power effects and all that kind of stuff go off. If you're like a soul, what is it called? For like a sork, doing your grim and everything, and the animations for PC graphics wise, this game cannot be beaten. It's hard pressed to find anything out there that's going to be quite like it, in that regard at least. With the combat in this game, the combat is how can I put this? It's dynamic. You definitely will have to know what you're doing. You have to be precise and methodical about every single thing you do. Your positioning absolutely takes precedent in this game. If you're not, you know, creating it from the back, then you won't be getting as much damage. Of course, if you have high AP brackets, then you'll be able to 1-2 skidoo punch somebody out into the next generation, you know, like boom, they're gonna be out of there. You ain't gotta worry about that at all. But yeah, your positioning in combat definitely, you know, is a thing. If you don't plan ahead and know what you're doing and know the class you're going up against, combat's gonna be stacked up against you. Like for me, I'm in a sword. I have to definitely keep in mind my stuns. I don't have a grab, and it's hard to KD people out here with these crystals out here. So, I mean, taking that into consideration, I'm definitely going up against a very stacked deck when it comes to everything in the game. Plus, people have their grabs. At least I have my invis, my teleport, my dashes, and my invincibles, all that good stuff. But when it comes to, you know, getting into this whole entire game, the combat will definitely vary from your character, and it will definitely be situational based. You have to take that into consideration. Combat in this game is fluid. It's ever moving, it's ever changing, and they're definitely nerfing and buffing classes accordingly. You know, definitely I would say, you know, give Swerk back her you know, pretty good stand management when it comes to her teleports. I would definitely say, you know, let us teleport a little bit more. People out here with big monster cannons, people calling down the freaking stars on you, and then you be able to like do like what, 5 invis, but play your class very well. You won't have to worry about stamina management, as they say. I mean, you really, there's truth to that, but still, I mean, like, literally, we're going up against a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Tangent, sorry. But yes, your positioning is important. Whether you can trade damage and or not is really important. Certain classes will be able to take up and eat some damage and then be able to give you back a little bit more depending on your AP bracket. But definitely, when you're playing this game, positioning, planning ahead, making sure that you know your stuns and your class very well is super important. It really is. It absolutely is. And also, if you play defensively, or what's the other one? Defensively, aggressively, or offensively, it all will definitely depend on your playstyle and your class, and depending on those, you know, things, you may or may not be able to get the kill, or you may have to actually know your class and combo them down in order to be able to, you know, get the kill, or, you know, anything like that. But in this game, combat, positioning, and knowing your class is everything. Thirdly, the open world. Now, this game is huge. It's huge. And the ways to traverse them is either by foot, donkey, horse, boat, whatever. They give you camel. They even give you a camel too. So I'm ready for that car. Wagon as well. I got a better part of wagon. Yeah, they definitely have wagons in the game. So yeah, this whole entire world, whether you're traveling from Common all the way to Valencia, this game is very impressive. There's so much potential when it comes to this map right here. And they're still adding on areas. Disclaimer, PC. If you're on console, they kind of leave us in the wind. Yeah, they kind of leave us out there to starve. Yeah, but PC, they're constantly adding new areas, they're constantly making improvements, and the map itself, there's so much more. They'll probably add a whole entire continent in the next 10 years for all we know. But yeah, there literally is a growing map and so much potential for this open world that is really crazy. It's crazy. And you can definitely traverse it however you want to, whether it be on a dream horse, donkey, camel. They may have a super powered hedgehog in the future, we never know. But so far as I can tell you right there, third point, open world, this game is incredibly huge. And it will take you a long while to make sure you get all the foggy areas covered. Sorry, not covered, but you know, cleared so you can see the whole entire map in its entirety, which again is huge. And on to the fourth pro. Good old outfits. I'll be lying if I didn't play this game for the outfits. I'd be lying if I didn't say I played this game for the outfits. Now, every class has their awakening outfit or their succession outfit and everything in between. There are also costumes that help you with life scaling and all that kind of stuff, but that really isn't, you know, something that everyone goes for. I mean, you may have somebody out there in a, you know, splish splash outfit, knowing good and well they're supposed to be out there fishing, but they're out there knocking heads. So, I mean, there is that, but when it comes to the huge plethora of outfits in this game, they're always continuing to even add them onto console. Even though it doesn't get as much love as PC, they still add on to it, which when it comes to outfits, I guess I can understand. I mean, it is a company at the end of the day, but also companies need to, do what companies do, and that is, provide products. So yeah, products, goods, and services. And they do definitely come through when it comes to outfits. Honestly, coming from ESO playing Black Desert Online, I mean, you're actually giving a whole entire character, a real character, that character may not be as fleshed out as the up and coming characters that are coming in right now. But as for the roster of characters, every outfit usually looks pretty good. And you can also color them, you can dye them, you can bleach them, and customize your character. They're even now allowing you to be able to put certain shoes or certain outfits, certain gloves. And you can definitely change your, awakening main weapon and your sub weapon, layout for your outfit to make it look like, something else. And who doesn't want to dress to impress? Because you know what? Hashtag fashion increases damage. And I go by that. And that definitely is true, because you literally have to put on gear. So, I mean, technically, yes, fashion does increase damage. And when you're looking good, it even makes it better. It really, really does. Make sure you look good in this game. If you're gonna be busting heads, you might as well just be making them look bad. Making them look bad while you look good. Dress to the nines. Absolutely. And on to the next point. This game is always making characters. There seems to be one that comes out every year. Like last year, well, I guess we can call it last year because technically we're about to move to next year, but they already have one coming up for the Calpheon Ball. So, I mean, but yeah, Draconia just came out. Then before that, we had Corsair, then it was Sage, and it was Nova. So they are coming out with characters pretty much every single year. So you gotta really worry about that. A character for every single month, every single day, almost every single day, every week. But they continue to add on to the whole entire roster to the point where it's like, if you don't want one play style, you can switch to another one. You want to be a berserker, you want to be able to swish throughout the whole entire company, swish through the whole entire, game. You can go Corsair, swim through them, go underwater, splash. You want to zoom, be a Musa or Nova. It depends on whatever you want to. And they're continuing to add on to the whole entire roster, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Again, this is for PC. Console, they don't show us no love at all. So that right there is a problem in itself. And I guess I can also put on to a next point, which is life scaling. If you like spreadsheets and things of that and like to be able to, calculate your success into the future, because this game will definitely take time in order for you to be able to do anything or really get any type of, results out of it. If you do like to be able to plan out things ahead in advance, then life scaling will definitely be something for you to be able to enjoy, because I mean, I personally don't like to do it and you have to level up your skills. So Of course, as with any MMO, you have to definitely put time into it in order to actually reap a benefit from it. But life scaling is definitely a pro. I personally feel that way. If you don't want to be actually out there being grindy and possibly really, really sweaty with it, then, you know, of course you can do a little bit of mini games out there, catch a couple horses, go a farm, decorate a house, cook all day, fish, whatever you want to. There's really whatever you want to when it comes to life scaling, and I do believe that's pretty fun, you know, for the most part for this game right here. But yes, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun, and I would definitely encourage you to get into life scaling. Definitely. All right, all of the pros have been named, all of them. Now it's time to get into cons. Only put down 3 because it really wouldn't be fair, because I find this game to be a lot of things. It's a lot of things. It's a whole lot of all in one. So only 3 bad things is what I'm going to say. And I think it's the pretty big ones, like the big 3 personally. But yeah, first, enhancing. This game is, when it comes to enhancing, y'all, this game is trash doo-doo boo-boo when it comes to gear progression. It will take most likely a year for you to get anywhere progressively in the game. From starting to where I am now, there's been considerable progression for the most part. But in the beginning, I was like, what is this? What is this? What is Naru gear? I'm gonna wear this up the whole entire game. Thinking that Helm's post was like the end all be all. And then coming across somebody like, this person is red. Why are they red? And then you getting pushed in by this random character who just came through and just flattened you for no reason. But yes, it's definitely a long journey. They say that, you know, of course, it's a marathon, and I understand that. I really do understand that, but thinking at least there's, you know, I mean, at least this was kind of like reward at the end, but I guess you could say there's reward at this end too. I mean, like, what do you do when you get full pin gear, both earrings and your gear and weapons? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? That's a good question. What do you do once you reach complete and total pin gear? Do you cry? Do you look back and then quit the game? I don't know. I personally won't be reaching there anytime soon. That's not even a goal. Don't make that a goal when playing this game. If you're really serious about it, then of course continue. If there's a goal you want to achieve in the game, go ahead, feel free. But don't make it your priority, because you will never ever reach the mountain of gold that these like high gear end level players are at. They're on a whole entire league, so don't you ever try to get up to there. I mean, you can definitely get close-ish, but definitely don't make it a goal, because otherwise you're putting like 5+ years in this game, and time is absolutely precious. But yeah, enhancing is absolutely unforgivable. It is, and you have to enhance your whole entire gear in order for you to even like make any type of progression. You want to be able to go farm for pop pieces. You at least need like about a good 242 AP, 305 DP in order for you to actually be, you know, effective, and then grind anything efficiently, to be honest. That's in the base game for the most part, you know, just everything that's low level for you to be able to achieve, to attain, to do anything. You at least need like full TED gear and tri accessories, I do believe. Don't hold me on that, but I do believe you need like that for a basis right there. But I will say this, they have a gear progression whole entire system. Granted, it's only for one character, but that set can be switched in between characters for the most part. You can interchange them into whatever class you want them to go on to, but it's only one set, so you can get one set up to pin, be your weapons and armor, and then like one accessory to get it, you know, completed. But there is a progression, but that would literally take you like 4 months in order for you to get all the material, not to mention like the silver you have to put into it to get all of that, you know, upgraded. But yes, enhancing in this game is absolutely just terrible. It really is. If you like gambling, it'll be fun. If you're in game kind of, you know, player, and you have the money, you have the means to be able to enhance for profit or to enhance in general, you may love it. However, there's this thing called crons in this game that you need in order to hold the progression that you may have like been progressing for months. You may have had that one try earring you had for months, and it's gotten you through the whole entire game until now, and then you're about to upgrade it, right? And then boom, you just blow it up on a whim, and all that progression is gone. Then you have to go buy it. You have to go grind some silver, do some last killing in order to get back the progress that you just put into a whole entire 5-month earring, necklace, whatever have you, all for it to go boom, gone like that. So enhancing can definitely be a throat punch if you're not careful, but it is absolutely disrespectful. Also, enhancing doesn't simply go straight to your weapons. Not only do you have to enhance your weapons and your armor, you can also enhance your horse. Yes, trying to upgrade your horse in order to become a dream horse, you have to have fail stacks for that as well. You also have to enhance your horse. You have to enhance your fairy. Well, mostly the skills you have to, you know, do a whole entire RNG thing for right there. But not only do you have to do that, you have to definitely enhance other things as well that require cron stones. Even trying to get your horse to dream horse levels requires cron stones. And apparently your outfits can also be melted into crons in order for you to be able to save your hard work, for you to be able to continue be efficient in the whole entire game. So yeah, it kind of ties into each other. You pay money for the outfits, you have gear progression that needs to be done. You can melt that whole $35 outfit into crons, and then you're good for one attempt, maybe two. 5 if you are trying to, you know, save the progress from your dream horse. So yes, enhancing in a nutshell is pretty vicious. However, if you enhance your Naru gear or Tuvala gear, you'll be fine. That's pretty easy. That's absolutely easy. Black Star, pin, or trying to get to pin on your main weapon or your main gear. Good luck with that. I'm gonna wish you the best, because that's gonna be a time and a half. You ain't gonna get there anytime soon. It's definitely gonna take you a good little while, especially if you're gonna be taking your sweet time and you actually care about your gear progression. All right, on to the second, which is this game is very time consuming. If you don't have the time to play this game, you will not progress at all. Like if you have things going on in your life and you think this will be a game you could just pick up and leave, you absolutely can. This game isn't holding you at all. However, if you actually want to make progression gear and all that good stuff, this game is literally a part-time job. A part-time job you are not going to get paid for whatsoever. The hours you will put in will simply reflect, you know, everything you've done in the whole entire game. So yeah, it being time consuming is, oh my gosh, it's an understatement. You also have to level up your life skills, and there's like what, 10 of those. You also have to, like, you know, level up your what's things called life stones. I think you can also upgrade those. I'm on console, so I don't know anything about life stones, but you also got to put those together in order to get like even more great life stones. Hunt. It's a lot of time consuming tasks that you have to do in order for you to actually show any type of results in the game. So for your gear, yeah, that will take time. This game does not respect your time at all, which is why people stress efficiency in this game, but you have to actually grind long hours to even be efficient in any type of way. So again, it will be a part-time job in order for you to be able to get anywhere efficiently, and it not take you 3, maybe 2 years to actually get the whole entire thing down pat. PA, you really need to fix that. You really need to respect everyone's time. If someone plays for 3 hours, they should be able to get a whole lot of progression. And you've been doing good by adding Agris to Gathering and having the whole Agris, you know, thing going on. But like, honestly, you and I know that that is not sustainable. People ain't gonna be out here spending like bukus of money buying outfits so they can just simply cron it and just liquidate that and just may or may not be able to get that enhancement they won't. You gotta be dropping these hammers like it ain't no tomorrow. You need to be like, at least get it with the enhancement system, or at least drop like a frozen tide, something out there so people can actually, you know, pin their gear and have the economy going, because at this rate, there's unnecessary inflation in your game when it comes to your central market. So yeah, it's gonna be time consuming, and it shouldn't be time consuming at all whatsoever. And you should increase the drop rates in your game so you can have more items appear for people who are just, you know, coming in, who also are gonna be stimulating the market, only probably gonna be playing for like 2 to 3 hours, and, you know, be able to contribute back to the community. Because I mean, if you have to grind like 8 hours, then and you probably got like what, 5 tongue grads, maybe at most, maybe hopefully a treasure piece, then kind of seems, Oh, and the treasure pieces. Now, this will be very brief. the treasure pieces in the game, they may or may not simply drop. Of course, it's all RNG, but it's like a 0.005% chance of you actually getting this, you know, piece. I mean, personally, I've gotten health in the mana potion, was going for the map, then I was like, I don't know about that, because it kind of seems pointless, and I was like, I'm gonna go for the rich merchant's ring. Now that right there, I can understand it being so incredibly hard to get, because I mean, like, that's literally that's a pretty good treasure right there. And then the compass, I guess I can understand, but regardless, it will consume so much time for you to even be able to even get one piece of it. So unless you have like a more better drop rate events in order for you to actually be able to efficiently grind that, plus your tent buffs and everything else that goes along with it, so you can actually maximize your time while playing if they really want for you to enjoy the game. So yes, this game is very time consuming, and it may or may not be the thing for you. And lastly, RNG. Now, whether you're very lucky or really bad at RNG, this game may bless you, it may curse you, it may do a little bit of in between, but they have been increasing the rewards for actually playing this game. For the most part, they've increased the RNG drop rates for field bosses, PC, mind you. They've reworked the world bosses and all that kind of stuff, and they try to really invigorate and refresh the whole entire game and make it a little bit more better to actually play. For the RNG aspect, your drops, they've increased it a little bit in certain areas. They've increased the value and price of trash loot. So for the most part, if you're RNG blessed and you're able to get all your fairy skills, get that efficiently, you'll be fine. Get good RNG when it comes to your horse and whatnot, perfectly fine. But yes, the RNG in this game is against you. The odds are stacked against you. And if you actually pull it off and you actually win, then you are one of the chosen few who will actually make it through the whole entire game. You're getting those treasure pieces, you're getting everything. I mean, I already got a perfect fairy, so that right there is, it was interesting. I got like in but like a few tries, I got the good skills, so I ain't really got to worry about that too much. RNG is pretty good to me, which is why I can't make fail stacks. I cannot. I got like 6 characters that have like tech gear, but I don't feel like making the jump for pin because it costs way too much, takes too much time, and that's just not for me. It's not in my soul to even do that at all. So I mean, if it's in your soul to do it, please do that. But RNG in this game is either with you or it's against you, but the odds are always stacked against you. Remember that. It will always be stacked against you. And so we come to the conclusion of the whole entire video. I definitely would give this game a 7 out of 10. They are improving it. They definitely are. They're working on the game. They're improving it. They're adding story elements. It's definitely something that I would definitely recommend you play. Only on PC. Console kind of gets, yeah, you know what you do. You know what you do, and you should be beating with a stick upside the head for that. But for the most part, it's a good game to play. It will become monotonous if you do play for too long, because like in any MMO RPG, you make the fun. And if you don't have any fun playing the game, it's a game at the end of the day, and just simply put it down, go dunk a butt and touch grass. Oh well, you know, dunk a butt. Anyway, have a go at the game. It is pretty fun, yada yada yada. If you want to play it, feel free. If not, then okay. But if you currently play the game on PC, are you satisfied with the performance right now? Are you not satisfied with it? How about console? I mean, you guys speak about console because we already know it's trash you do right now. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the game and the extensive updates that they give it, depending on which platform you're on, and all that good stuff. And thank you for watching. You can tell me about your experience in the comments about the game, if you're enjoying it or not, or you can let me know something else. But until then, later.